What's up, guys? NYK31 here. Happy Thanksgiving Eve. And here we go, Atlanta Falcons 4-3 Tampa-2 style defensive setup and gameplay. Start with the defensive line. I have Sean Weatherspoon at left defensive end. Now, why is Mr. Weatherspoon at defensive end? Well, at right outside linebacker, he rates as an 88. He can certainly do the job there. When you drop him to the defensive line, he's a 92. So why not have him play where he's higher overall rated? And he translates very well. 83 speed, good speed off the edge. 84 agility, strength is, borderline. That's alright, we can manage with that. With an 88 acceleration, so he's going to get off that edge quick and with speed, and he has good tackling, 95 with an 85 hit power and an 85 power move. So he's going to match up very well against a lot of right tackles. And an 89 block shed, so he'll be able to hold the edge, and if you want to get creative and drop him into hook zone from time to time, 75 zone coverage. He can also play middle linebacker. He can do a lot of things, but I prefer to have him at defensive end. Thanks to Ray Edwards getting himself cut, I need another defensive end to give me those speed edge rushers on the defensive line. On the other side, you have Johnny Abraham. 81 speed, 93 overall, 87 acceleration, 96 awareness. Mediocre against the run, but a 97 power move. Mediocre against the run here. Low block shedding or average block shedding, but a good pursuer. So if you can keep him, somewhat free, and if he can get off a block, he'll make, plays occasionally in run support, but he's more of a pure pass rusher, which is why I have Weatherspoon on the strong side as opposed to the weak. Weatherspoon is more able to block shed against tight ends, fullbacks, and all that good stuff. And I have Weatherspoon backed up by Massaquoi, 74 speed, with an 87 power move, and Abraham backed up by Sid Berry, 84 speed, 88 acceleration. And an 85 finesse move. So when I go into dime and I go to the 4 defensive end substitution package, I have Abraham and Witherspoon bring in the speed edge rush from the outside, and I have Massaquoi and Sidbury at defensive tackle. So I have an 81, 84, 83, and 75 speed along the defensive line with pass rush moves all above 85. They're going to bring the pain, period, and you'll see it when I fire up the gameplay vid. Left outside linebacker, Croy Bierman. He's a bit of a tweener. He can play defensive end, he can play outside linebacker. Why do I have him at outside backer? Good strength, good acceleration. His awareness is a little bit below average. His tackling is average, his hit power is, okay. You can occasionally blitz him, he has a good finesse move, average block shedder, good pursuer, average play recognition. He's a pretty good athlete. 55 man coverage out of defensive lineman is very good, but he has that 70 zone coverage. So I don't want to waste him with his hand in the dirt. I want him playing in space. He's athletic enough to do it. He's that, hybrid outside linebacker, defensive lineman kind of guy. He can play either or. If you want Weatherspoon to play linebacker, you'd have to put Bierman at the defensive line. But I prefer to have him in that 70 zone coverage starting. Mike Peterson, 89 awareness, which kind of compensates for his borderline zone coverage. He has a 90 play recognition and a high awareness, and only an 63 in zone coverage. I'd prefer to have no lower than 65 to 70, but his recognition and awareness is so high, he's rarely fooled. So what he lacks in zone coverage, he makes up for in being able to recognize a play and at least get himself into the right spot. If you don't like how he's performing, you can always user him, which I tend to do from time to time. And at the right outside linebacker, we have Steven Nicholas. 81 overall, he's got good speed there. Good acceleration, good awareness. Good tackling, good hit power. Okay block shedder. He can even play defensive line, defensive end if you really want him to, but I prefer to have him pursuing, and got 61 zone coverage, which is good enough for that spot. He's backed up by Robert James with 73 zone coverage. A lot of ways you can go. For example, you can put Nicholas and Abraham at defensive end and have James, Witherspoon, and Bierman. You can go a lot of ways, but this is the way I've done it, and I've gone 10-1 with it this way, so I'm not gonna screw around something that works. Alrighty, folks. Here it is, Colts against the Falcons. You don't see the Colts that much. That's why I decided to go with this one. I had a couple of games recorded. Colts, Bears, the usual suspects like the Niners and the Eagles. We don't see the Colts much, so why not show the Colts? And this guy had a up-tempo, no-huddle attack that gave me some issues that I had to figure out and solve, so I thought it was a good one to show. Got some pistol in there. He's either using the Buffalo Bills playbook or he has a custom playbook, one of the two. The Bills playbook is the only one that I know of that has pistol in it. On a little pistola. Pistol spread. The formation here, shotgun. Wide open. There's our buddy Bierman.
Nice job by the quarterback. Nobody open down the field. He throws it short. It does not get a first down, but it sure makes third down a lot easier.
And I'm using my defensive tackle, one of the defensive tackles. The DTs are Peters and Babineau. Good strength, decent pass rushers. Peters isn't a great block shedder, but he's good enough. Babineau is pretty tough to run against. Secondary I leave alone. The safeties are really nice. Decode and Moore, good zone coverage and good hitters. Moore is a bigger hitter than Decode. Decode is like an 80, and Moore is either high 80s or in the low 90s. And they both can tackle, they both can catch, they both can jump, they both can play zone coverage in the 80s. A little weak in man coverage though. There's Bierman again, but he gets hurt, and I lose him for the game. I actually lose 2 starters in this game for the game, so backups have got to play the majority of the game and see if it holds up, and he's moving the ball pretty well. And this kind of stuff doesn't really upset me very much. I don't usually concern myself with how people play unless they're just being completely underhanded. But if someone wants to no huddle, I mean, knock yourself out, I guess. Go for it on 4th down, do your thing, I guess. I mean, when I fire up an online ranked game, I know what I'm signing up for, so what am I going to do? Tell them to stop? I can't control how the guy's going to play. I can only control what I do, so I just focus on stopping what he's doing. So the last possession, he ran down the field pretty nicely. I gotta make some adjustments. I gotta step up and change some things. Slow down this attack. Here comes Abraham, but a little bit late. Just missed him. This is a little cover 6 with a blitz. Abraham gets off the block and tracks him down with a little bit of help from the corner. He runs to the Abraham side a lot, which is smart because Witherspoon's a very good run player. Here he comes, but no, just a little bit late, and he's taking deep drops.
Has his team's attention here.
2nd down and 11. Trying to work the middle of the field.
Well,
Making smart decisions so far.
Quarterback and receiver puts them in good position where they have
It's all about patience. Guy has to make smart decisions and the correct read all game long, and I'm betting he can't do it. If he can, I'm going to lose.
3rd and 2. Handoff.
Good pursuit. Wait for the corner to settle out there and slow him up just enough.
That'll set up 4th down.
Both Bierman and Nicholas got hurt this game, so I'm dealing with second stringers at both outside backer positions. Going for it on 4th down. We don't take the points, we go for it on 4th. Staying in the same play, like the way it looked.
Failed to pick up the first,
and we stop them. That's 4-3 over plus Mike Sam 2 blitz. Very good for stopping off tackle runs to the right and left because you have those corners playing force.
1st and 10. Screen pass.
Here I get fortunate. Ill-timed screen pass. And it also shows something I like about the Infinity Engine. I read it, but I tripped over somebody and stumbled and fell down. And here I audible myself into a hook. Kick away that shallow cross, that Y cross. Grimes is there to cover that. That was Asante Samuel, rather. Now here is where read and react can give you a heart attack. Watch what the strong safety does. He's right there, takes a step away from him, and this almost gets completed.
Well, we'll be switching sides with this one. Ball's going the
There's no reason for him to take that step to the right. All he had to do was just keep on going. And what do you do when you're in control of the game? You throw a pick six. And those are his first points since the first quarter.
Touchdown and drawing close. 1st and 10.
But now I feel like I have a pretty good handle as to what his play call patterns were. Babineau comes in, forces that throw, and Dante Robinson is there to make the play.
Instructions. That last pass incomplete, and it brings up 3rd down.
Tampa-2 with me dropping the hooks. And that's how a safety is supposed to come off the hash. That's good read and react. I audible the safety to play to the sideline. He came off that hash, made the play. And read and react works. It works very, very well. But they have these occasions where it spazzes out.
They are marching down the field right now.
They come to the line, and it's
cover 4.
The quarterback throws to the right. Gains 19.
And that's a soft spot. He found it. And here I am willing to exchange yardage for time before I have to stop bending.
They're back at the line after that catch for a 1st down. Looking down.
Here comes Spoon. No way.
Got a hand on it, and it's incomplete. The corner step back.
I'm in dime cover 2.
Takes the snap from the shotgun.
Nope, I'm there for that shallow cross. And he has to force it into a hook to enter. Not gonna work.
To the line for the 7th play of the drive. The quarterback
pops a run. I stay at home. I don't drop back, and Decode with his hit power forces the fumble, and that's the game.
That is truly a takeaway by the defense.
So I was able to slow down his no huddle after the first quarter. He made some bad decisions going for it on 4th down. I was able to stop him, and he will now concede. So that is the Falcons Tampa 2. Hope you guys enjoyed. Talk to you all later. Peace.